Hello all, cheeky little live stream tonight, seeing what in theory basically happens tonight. We know of two players coming in, that can be Wicken and Windass. No players going out tonight, so that is what it is. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. So let me try and get this stream out. Random stream. This might go up as the video itself, or I might try and download it and reflight it a little bit. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at two players in. We all know who the players are that are coming in. I'll say it in a minute though. Just wait for some more people to come in. I really should bring Guy Sports up actually. There we go, that's my stream. Oh, piss. Copy. Apologise if you get really bad reverb on that. How's everyone doing tonight on this quite cold? Not cold actually, it's actually quite warm. Just cold in here, can't even get the window replaced. Post it there. Tweet it out. Oh fuck. Why have I done that? Let's see. We are indeed, Lewis. How are you, mate? Why is it come up with that picture? That is shite. Knowing Wednesday like we do, they're probably going to announce this like bang on 10 or something stupid, or bang on just at 11 or just before. I kind of want them to get it done and over with because I'm knackered. I'm knackered and I'm ready to go to bed, if I'm honest. What the hell? Let's see if I can get some more people in. So this transfer window's not been bad for us in theory. I think it's actually been quite good. Managed to get rid of some players who we didn't think were going to be staying. Let's just make that very clear. They weren't going to get in the first team that much. The youngsters, they've gone out, and I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, good signing for them. Really good signing. Good give him out. I'm going to bring Guy Sports News up on this one. Apologies for the country of mint. Oh, why is this being stupid? Absolutely hate streaming on Mac. Just does not like it. At some point in this year, I'm going to build a streaming PC. That's just for doing streaming. It'll be a lot easier. Continue, open Guy panel. Mute my audio, because it'll probably come straight up. But I think we've done alright. So, Wickham coming in is interesting, because I completely forgot that this is his third loan spell, which is insane. Kind of said to me, sign him already. But the issue there is always going to be wages. Something went wrong. Please connect. Oh, what the fuck? Shit. Something went wrong. What went wrong? You were just working a minute ago. Try again. Do not go to that website. Just bear with me here. No, I personally think Wickham coming in can be good. At the end of the day, Wickham knows the club already. They're probably going to be faces that are still at the club that he still knows. It seems to be that kind of reputation we went through. When people come who have been before, they're like, oh, I remember you from such and such, my last time here. and that can be sometimes be interesting. What do you think? People are not going to like this when I say this. Sheffield United have probably had the best transfer window out there for me personally. They've made some very shrewd signings, and I'm pains me to say that. But I think Sheffield United had a good window. You look at what they brought in, and they didn't need much either, which is kind of thing. Championship window have been weird because not many people have been making that many moves. It's been one of those strange ones, really, where anyone that comes in this transfer window is going to be loans, unless it's like the one that I find really weird is what's gone on at Man United to say. They're now looking at bringing in a loan player, so that's fine. Been with what they want to come back, fine, and it's like, yeah, fair enough, cool, loan player. But Man United don't seem to have that pull anymore. They're not that pulling club. They're like to get players in, and that's down to how the run of the club. So, yeah, I think, like I say, it pains me to say, but Sheffield United's had the best window. So let's also there's some things that I've been interested with the whole situation with Wednesday. We've left it very late to get a deal in, and that mainly because of Crystal Palace want to get someone in beforehand. They did. They want to make sure it's right, and it sounds like it was more of the player being able to pick where he's going than the club. And of course, he's been here before. He knows it. His fiance and his future father-in-law are Wednesday fans. How he got to know his fiance, to be fair. So that is interesting. I find that sounded really interesting in that sense because he's gonna come and you've got the whole situation with Dean Windass's son Josh Windass coming in. His dad played for the club. His dad might not have even said anything to him, but it sounds like his dad found out this morning on Guy Sports News because he put up a little Twitter video going because he's doing really well with trying not to drink anymore, and fair play to him. But there are some players that I would have liked to see them move on, but we're not going to, so it's a shame. But it does leave us with an interesting situation now because we're going to be going back. So say Fletcher's still out, he don't come back for another 8 weeks or so. Let's put it that way. So we're now going to be left with Winnall, Newhugh, Wickham, De Cruz, technically a striker, who can play winger, and Rhodes and Fez. So we're back to 6 or 7 strikers again, once again. So it's interesting. Within that time, Jeff signed contracts going West Ham, but it looks like a good end of the window for David Moyes. Good player, to be honest. Not sure yet. If he does, that'd be interesting. I think it would be the right move for him. I think up in Scotland, he could go a hatful and get his career back. If he does go to Celtic, I like it. I hope it's not a loan. I think for us as a fan base, it needs to be a permanent deal. It needs to be a permanent deal because as much as I like Rhodes and always have done, I like how he played, it just not worked at Wednesday. And this is always one of those things. It is that whole thing. It is the whole situation with... no, they're not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet, but it's pretty much... Unless there's something in the medicals that have gone wrong or anything like it looks like it confirmed in terms of everything agreed, we're just waiting on signing paperwork. Like everything's said all day, is that it's going to be 2 incoming, no more outgoing tonight, which that's the thing. If say Rhodes was going up to Scotland, why would the club say there's no more outgoings unless there's going to be a late bid? But he's got to get up there. He's got to get up there and get the deal done. And I don't see it yet. I don't see that one happening. Windass is fast. Is what we need. The one thing we need is speed. And getting De Cruz in and Windass, and Wickham got a bit of speed if he needs it, is a good bit of business. Morgan Fox as well, potentially signing a new contract, I absolutely love. I love the idea of Foxy getting a new contract because he deserves it. He's been, in my mind, the most improved player of the club this season. He's looked really well. Yeah, from 8 hours ago. Never mind. Just read something there. It said Bannon could be on his way to the Hawthorns. But from 8 hours ago, and I haven't heard anything, kind of thing. Really, what was wrong with that Sheffield Wednesday? If a club won't Rhodes on low, even if they aren't offering much for his wage, so it must. Yeah, it's a weird one because if a club does want Rhodes, like a couple of clubs have gone in for him, and it's a wage thing, it's a weird one. I don't think there's any option to buy him. No. Wickham, we're probably not going to be able to afford. Come the transfer fee, and B, if wages will be high. He would have to take a huge cut. Windass, possibly. Windass you could possibly do a bid for. But again, I don't think there's any option of buys in this. I think when it comes to the summer, it can be very smart little deals. There is an option to buy De Cruz, though. I did read somewhere on an Italian news site, there is an option to buy De Cruz. And that's because Parma want rid. Parma are looking to get him off their books and cut ties, really. Because it's not been a happy spell for him as such. The thing with De Cruz, we're going to have to keep an eye on because it sounds like he's a bit of a hothead and likes to tackle, so we're going to have to be careful with what happens and how he plays. But at the same time, you have the situation where if the right person's in, it could be really good. Sheffield Wednesday also trying to do a deal for Windass. Yeah, we know that already. So hopefully there'll be a couple of signings in soon, but at this moment in time, it's 9:36 and there is bugger all yet. I thought I'd go live and just talk about bits of the transfer window we've had, and one of the things that's been bugging me, and it's been bugging me big time, is how many people have been saying Monk out. At the end of the day, you can't really say that yet, because he's not been in long enough for me to be having no comments yet. He's still got a lot to do. He's not had a pre-season. He's not got any of his players in. I think you've got to give him a chance to get his own players in. And then, if it don't work from there, then properly say it. But that's unfair to talk about now. I think there have been too many reactionary fans of late. So it needs to be changed. It needs to get sorted. I know this isn't the right time to talk about this, but we seriously need to start thinking about the ownership. His heart's in the right place, but he's seriously mismanaged. Craig, the problem I got is who going to buy Sheffield Wednesday? I'm being deadly serious, because when we got bought the first time round, it's not like everyone were queuing up to buy us. I understand what you're saying, and he has mismanaged it. And he's slowly getting better, Not by much, but he's slowly getting better. He's starting to do the right things at last. I think the thing is, for him to do it, he needs to be an owner and then get someone in, a chairman, to run the club for him. That's what I think he needs to do. Instead of wanting to run it all, I think if he needs to stay more out of the day-to-day running, i.e. what kind of thing, and just sign the checks and get someone like a Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy, the chairman of Tottenham, but he's not the owner of Tottenham. The owner of Tottenham doesn't just sign the check, says, Levy said, I need this much money, or I'm thinking about going. They'll put a K to him, do it that way. That's what I think we need. I think we need a chairman and then Chansiri to become an owner and go that way. But like I said, much of his heart's in the right place and I want it to pay off for him. I don't see anyone buying us with how much money he put into the club, because you're going to want a lot of that back. You got to remember, he put in 150 million, probably a bit more than that now, and he's going to want that back. He's also got the situation where, because of the exchange is one we should get. Yeah, I agree. That would be good. I think she would be good. We do need someone to run the day-to-day of the club and let Chansiri just be an owner and sign the checks and help him in that sense. But I don't know if that would happen, because Chansiri likes to have control of things, and I don't know if you would see that as a backward step. I don't know if his pride would get hit too much. Like you said, his heart's in the right place. But the problem is he's been here 5 years and we still got shit that we could have with the EFL. It's sounding like the stuff with the EFL could be happening end of February. With what I've seen and heard, it could be the end of February that we might hear stuff about that. And that means this entire January Christmas period that we've had, where we've not been great. And I also want to pick up on something here. Have people forgotten that January, we are one of the world's shittest clubs when it comes to January after Christmas hangover? We always do badly at January. Always. We have never had a good January time. We always struggle in January. It's always been the kind of situation. So I always find it interesting that we all complain and get everything and say, oh, this is rubbish, we're not doing well. But we always seem to have a really crap January. We don't seem to have a good January at all. But you know what I mean? It's that kind of situation where it might just get past the deadline deal sheet alert, but Joe should have what unless he's just a big train enthusiast. I like that. I'll just retweet that. That's funny. So yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens in this window, kind of thing. So yeah, it would be interesting to see what happens in that kind of thing. Let's see what you're saying, Craig. We don't turn over enough players if we still have the squad we played home. Oh yeah, no, I think Monk knows this. The comments Monk made after the game against Wigan were spot on. There are too many players here from the Carlos era, from the whole playoff final. It's like what I said before. Chansiri hasn't... Callum, how you doing, mate? Chansiri's so used to running a business and not a football business. In business terms, having so many people around makes sense. It's what you do. But in a football business, you have to sell those players to make you money, and you've got to let people go. And that's where he struggled at times. He's always said, no one for sale, everyone part of the family. Well, football isn't like that. You can't be sentimental. Yeah, I know there's going to be no outgoings by the sounds of it, which worries me a little bit, but at the same time doesn't surprise me at all. Because the thing is, the only outgoing I can see going, if it is an outgoing, would be Rose to Wigan for the deal for Windass. But at the end of the day, I don't know how true that's going to be, because I've seen so many things saying that there's probably going to be no outgoing tonight. To be fair, we could have done with it to cut some of A, the wage bill, and B, to sort out the players in general. But the problem I've got is I really want to get this done, because I was debating whether or not to do a video or... Wait, were there 2 games tonight? Or do a live stream, and I think I'm still going to do a bit of both. I think I'm going to do this live stream, and then when the actual deal go through, I'll do one saying we assign such and such a one video. Rose looks the only likely. Westwood will apparently stay put. Yeah, I'm hearing rumours about Westwood at the minute that doesn't sound that great at the moment, which I'm not too pleased about, but at the same time, it's the Westwood one's a weird one, because you can tell he still wants to be there, and like people are saying, like you said, has he fallen out with Monk because he put him Dawson in? But I think you've also got to remember, I think that Monk trying to put his stamp on the team, and I think there's a lot of people who don't like that he's trying to put his own stamp on things at the minute, and that'll happen in the summer because it's going to be a big clear out. To be fair, Craig, it could be that he is very similar to Reach, in your opinion. But it could also be the kick up the arse some of the players need. To kind of go, look, we need to get... I've got this player in now to take your job. He can take your role. So it could be that. The only problem is Reach isn't that quick. Reaching that quick at all, kind of thing, at times. So I think having someone like Windass is going to help. Apparently we're playing literally nothing on Wycombe Way, and not even a quarter good at Sheffield Wednesday. Hey, to be fair, I don't care if we're not paid. If we're literally we're paying literally nothing on. I don't mind that, because at the end of the day, I don't mind that. This deal for Wycombe had come more from Wycombe than it had Crystal Palace, because they let Wycombe have the final say in where he wanted to go, kind of thing. And it's always been that he wants to come back to Wednesday. He was gutted that we could never sign him permanently when we had at some point, because he does like playing at Wednesday. He does like being in Sheffield. That's a lot. I'll say it. Westwood is refusing to train and pretending to be in just so he doesn't train. But it's all right you're saying that, Craig. But it's very hard to say that he's refusing to train when the photographs out of him at the training ground, kind of thing. In the pictures that they do when it's training ground, he's actually at the club training, and you can see him in net training. Westwood's an interesting one, because it seems like he's not got on with Lukai. He got on well with Bruce, and now it seems like he's either had a falling out with Monk, or Monk just turned around and I'm just going to use him now, and doesn't like being the second fiddle. And his back end of his career, he wants to be playing. I can understand that. But at the same time, some of the things he has said in the past. Adam's not going to be happy. Some of the things he said in the past, he understands that there's up and coming. So I don't understand it in that terms of what's going on. I think for me personally, Westwood should just. I think Westwood should just be the professional and go on with what he's doing. I don't think Westwood should be our third choice. In my opinion, he should be our second. He's a big personality. Yeah, I personally think he should be second choice. And Wild Smith, third choice or first choice and go. Or Wild Smith go out on loan. I saw the video of Westy training. So I'm calling bullshit on that, mate. Not to joke. No, I'm saying I know what you mean, Carl. I saw the video of Westy training as well. I think it's a mixture of you don't want to dishearten Dawson's. Oh, pardon me. You don't want to dishearten Dawson with how he's playing and stuff. Because to be honest with you, right now Dawson's not put a foot wrong for me. He really hasn't put a foot wrong. Was that the one? Yeah. I don't think he put a foot wrong. Apart from when he kicked the ball in the FA Cup thing. Yeah. That was a mistake. And I think his kicking needs a lot of work. But, for me, he's done okay. I'm quite happy with what he's done so far. And when Josh was in as manager, he didn't have much confidence in his communication with the players and stuff like that. He does now. He really does look like he's got that communication side of the game in now. And he's more confident. And the players at the back actually look like they're responding to him, which is even better as well. I'm not saying he does it every day, but I've heard he's playing up. The problem you've got, Craig, is it's very hard to take those rumours as in playing up when you see videos of him training, kind of thing. I know it might be he's been told to come in because they're doing the videos of the training that day or coming on that day, but it's very hard when you see videos like that coming from the club's official channels. But we don't know, and at the end of the day, we shouldn't really take them as gospel. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You might have some family issue, you might have some issue with childcare or whatever. You don't know. So I think anything with the whole Westy thing, you just got to take it with a grain of salt. And you've also got to remember, Westwood's not had his best season this year by a long shot. He's been very poor. He's getting on a bit. I know goalkeepers normally go in their prime, but he's getting on a bit. And you've got to remember, he has been quite an injury-prone keeper. Like, to be honest with you, his best spell has not been injured. Has been while he's been at Wednesday for a long time. So, on that one, it's interesting because he had a really bad injury spell before he came to Wednesday. So, you've got to take it as it is. Josh, I'm also... Where am I up to? Sorry, I've lost it. I'm also hearing BT will be joining Monk at the end of Fed. I hope so. That would be a good decision by the club. Bollock to his United ties or whatever, but I hope that does happen because it'll be nice to have more people in for Monk who he trusts. It'll be good for our striking lot because BT was one hell of a striker in his day. So if we can get that done, that'd be good. Josh was destined to fail due to him not getting on in fans and having connected like Bruce did and Carlos. I feel Monk may go the same way. The fans haven't got to him yet. The thing is, the problem is, I understand what you're saying, but you got to give Monk more time than we did Bruce and Joss, in a sense. Especially Joss, because Monk doing the right thing by slowly bedding in the youth. He's not throwing them in at the deep end like Joff was and making enemies straight away. The thing is, we're gonna have to give Gary Monk a lot of time. To be honest with you, I really want to give him. You've got to give him a lot of time. It's just gonna have to happen. Fair enough. Like I said, not got. I have been playing really hard. It wouldn't surprise me with that, but he's not been doing much of his job role. He's been doing it a lot from home. From what I heard. Fair enough. Like I said, not gonna got no proof. What I heard, Westwood been good. Oh no, Craig, I'm not. I'm saying it's a rumor. It's there, but at the same time, we're fans. We hear rumors, and sometimes people make it a gospel. And like I said, you've got no proof. At the end of the day, we don't know what's going on. At the same time, laughing as fans, we want to kind of create those rumors that then turn into like actual fact, if that makes sense. So you have to play it with a grain of salt. But I understand what you're saying. Birmingham put him on garden lead and one compo. It's a weird one because I've heard a lot of people saying he got put on gardening leave due to a lot of other things. But there's also bits of the club that were saying that he was working from home because his role changed. So it's hard to understand. And because how close he was with Monk, it feels like he's been punished by the old manager due to what... the new manager due to what happened with Monk and him. So it's interesting there. I would like to think Westwood is not refusing to go on the bench. If that's the case, it's very petty. Also, Jake, did you hear about Westwood apparently having depression in the past? He said it on... Oh yeah, no, I did hear about him having depression in the past. Like I said, there could be a number of things why something's not happening. And at the end of the day, if his depression has come back, the club should be helping him and helping him get by that with whatever way you do. Or however we do that. And at the end of the day, we'd all suffer from some sort of mental health at some point in our lives. And if you haven't, congratulations. So it that kind of thing. I understand it. I want to read that one. I know what depression is. Try driving to Sheffield from Southampton to watch it get destroyed by Blackburn and then driving home. Oh, Craig, I feel sorry for you on that one, mate. Oh, that must have been a horrible drive back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That Blackburn game was just not nice at all. I think the Blackburn game and the Wigan game, if you were a Wednesday player, those two games, I would not have liked to be in that dressing room at the end of the game. And it sounds like the Wigan game, Monk had enough. Monk just had a complete enough. He was like, oh, yeah, what, fuck this, I'm going to rip. But the other thing I got is I like that Monk's actually coming out and saying these things, because for too long we'd have managers come in and say, oh well, it's gonna take a bit of time, or it's been fine, or we played a lot of spirit, we showed a lot of spirit and we didn't get there, or no, there's nothing wrong there. I'm actually loving the fact that Monk turned and said, no, the players here that need to leave, and if these players don't want to play for Wednesday and don't want to run through a brick wall, they can bugger off. I don't care, they can go. They're not part of my plans. And I like that. That's what I want to see from a Sheffield Wednesday manager. I want to see a Sheffield Wednesday manager turn around and say, even if it is a fan favourite, he's not running through brick walls, he got to go. And that's what we need. That is something that we've needed for a long time. We've needed a very strong reaction from a manager turning around and saying, this isn't good enough. I don't accept it. This is not good enough. And that's what I love. I love the fact that he turned around and said, this isn't good enough. They've got to do better. And we haven't had that. We have not had that from a manager in a long time. So it's great. Understand. Oh, that's a retweet. Bollock to you. I'm fully backing Monk. He's not kicking any of the senior players out like Josh did to the under-23s. And I didn't let him... What the fuck? And didn't let him then play under 23. Monkey's still learning, then train and the thing is, he's doing it the right way. Instead of throwing everybody into it and then pissing off a load of senior pros, he's bedding them in slowly. Because the next step is you're going to see Borak come on the bench. And I hope bringing Wicken on doesn't, and Fortieri coming, doesn't stop them getting chances on the bench. I hope there's a bit where it goes, well, you are fully fit, but I want to put him on the thing. And you've got to also remember, being on the bench and part of the first team plans is still being part of the setup, even if they don't get game time. It's still getting used to being with the fans. It's still getting used to being with the players. It's still understanding it. So yeah, it's interesting that one, but he's doing it the right way. Monk had done a lot of things right. He tries using the youngsters. He's straight talking. Monk. I think next season Monk gonna completely overhaul the team by a lot of players going out. He's gonna bring the average age down by a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of League One players come into the club. I really do think you'll see a lot of League One players come in the club, to be fair. Because he did that a lot when he was at Birmingham. He bought players who were ready to that step up, but they weren't ready. The club weren't ready for that step up. So it'll be good. Yeah, he did a post in August telling everyone about his therapist and said people should go for help or any very class out. Yeah, and that's the thing. If he had got an issue, what's that? Are you sure you want Dina? What the fuck? Oh, what's this? So what's this? So it's that interesting thing for me. Like I said, it is that interesting thing for me personally. I like the idea with what can happen next at the club kind of thing. And I think all clubs should have some sort of on a therapist on board or something. Or if you've got help and you can afford it, go to your GP. If you need help, go to your GP and ask for it. Get the help, because that's the first sign of sorting something, knowing there's something wrong. Yeah. Pardon me. Do you think Fortieri is in one first? I doubt it will. Fortieri is an interesting one. Fortieri, from now, has got to do a lot to earn that net contract, kind of thing. He got to be noticed. The problem is, I don't know if Fortieri is one of the players he may keep, just because he can offer us something some other players don't. He's a bit unpredictable with how he plays. Personally, I think he might be done. I think he might be done in the in our team, and that kind of upsets me because we only really got one, maybe two good seasons out of him. The first season he was fantastic. Second season, up until January and he signed that new contract, it wasn't great because he buggered it all with the whole possibly signing to Newcastle. That didn't help. So that didn't really go in our favour. So it's a shame because he had the chance. If he had not done what he did in that second season, I personally think we could have probably got promoted that season with him. And the thing is, his body is breaking down. He's had a lot of injuries. His injuries seem to be all recurring hamstring injuries. That said to me that he's not properly healed. And he's just playing through playing the same. Fortieri's attitude is an interesting one. On his day he can be world class, but then there's also times he cannot be. It like I said, it's a strange one with Fortieri. He does seem to have a petulant side of his game. So, yeah. Let's have a look. I can't see Can't see or get inflected to e-time person. I imagine due to goal tally. I can say. Possibly, but the club could then turn around and say that your injury record over the last couple of seasons while you've been here has not been great. He could actually say that. So that's the thing there. They could turn around and say he got this many goals for you this season. We want 2 years. We could turn around and say, how about we offer you a 1 year contract and the option is another year depending on how you go. So it'll be interesting. Also, wrong, Jay. Road contract ends next summer, not this summer. Oh, so we could actually sell him in the summer. That'll be nice then. If that's the case, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind that. I actually would not mind that at all. If that actually happened, that means we could actually make a profit to him. Breaking news, it's happening. Agreement have been reached for the loan deal to take Ayarlo to Manchester United. Oh my God, they are so fucking desperate, Man United. I never thought I'd see a Manchester United as a club with these stupid deals that they're doing. Wow. So desperate. No, nothing's been confirmed yet, mate. To be fair, the stream was a last minute thing for me because A, I was getting a bit tired and sleepy, so I needed to come do something. And B, I've got to do a video on these at some point, but I'm debating whether just to use this as the video for the announcement or make one separate video from both. All depends on how I feel when it gets to it. But knowing us, we'll take it till the deadline, won't we? Or we'll do something stupid where something's not been signed off on. I'm taking a guess that Wednesday trying to get it so we sign them all at the same time. Don't have the rant about it with James on the Wednesday positive. I do. I haven't listened to that one yet. I had a chance. What was the rant? Was it the rant about Wednesday taking it to deadline? Kind of thing. I do listen to it. I just not had a chance to listen to it this week. It's been a very strange week. There was a couple of videos. Like I said, I got a couple of videos out today. If you've seen them, managed to get a couple of videos out done today. Which one of the things I'm trying to do, I'm going to try and do like a press conference review of what Monk has said and stuff like that. So, and do something like that and see what happens. Really? I'm really thinking about dropping the previews. They make no views. Oh, it's not my sleeping side of it, dude. My sleeping side's fucked up because my fits. I have fits in the night, so I never know if I've got any sleep. But I will try CBD oil. It is in the plans of me trying it soon, seeing if it'll make a difference. I've got to keep swimming. I'll make myself sick. FIFA Road to Glory, FIFA Pez. Get Connor Wickham. Looks like we are getting Connor Wickham in. It's just Sheffield Wednesday are taking a long ass time to announce this deal. It sounds like the Connor Wickham one's had his medical and he's done. And we're now just waiting and it's just not happening. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not there yet and it's doing my head in. This is the thing. I think where's that coming from? Give me a minute. Can hear shouting. Wow. They were in a fucking hurry. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Wow. Let's have a look. Where was I up to? This is why I hate deadline day. We always leave it last minute. Yep, it's like we want to build the suspense kind of thing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Like the press conference really felt fresh. What, the actual press conference or my doing the review? Sorry, need to rethink that. Callum, how long? There's 2 hours left now, ish. So if we can get it done, I think it's a mixture of it's a mixture of us wanting to announce them both at the same time, and because we want them both to be announced at the same time, you want to get them both done, but because one's taking a bit longer. I like the press conference, felt fresh. Cheers, I'm going to try and do that a bit more because it's different. The only problem is if we got midweek games, they tend to not do midweek game conference. Live, they tend to have just the Saturday ones. So I'll see what I can do there. Road to Glory, holidays, taking age. It's taking a long time, mate. Mate, legitimately really good. I know. And I know family have illness and drafted health. I thought it was fake. I'll give it a try. If I can get it to work, I'll try it. I'll try anything to get me some more sleep. Thank you very much, Road to Glory Football. FIFA or PES. And on your username, I'm both. I play FIFA and PES. I like the different for them. I do like both. They both got a different aspect for me. Also, Jake, for some reason my account keeps on subscribing to you. And a few weird. I haven't heard of that issue in a while, but that's strange. So yeah, I keep figuring that one out because I have no idea why it keeps doing that. Thank Callum. Yeah, I'm trying to pick different ways of doing it, and I'm also, in theory, looking at other ways other people review stuff and see if I can implement that into my reviews or different content, because this really is a fan channel. There is going to be a second channel made at some point this year for other stuff I want to do, because the channel has gone very, very Wednesday related. It never was to start with. It was always a bit tech, a bit of everything else. So yeah. How do you feel about Josh Winder? Good player, good age, a good loan. If we can get him in, that'd be fantastic. And over the line, he's quick. Sometimes a bit unpredictable. At times, like somebody said in this early, he can sometimes be a bit greedy. But at times there are sometimes, unlike sometimes when Jacob Murphy takes the ball or Harris, there are finished article there. There is a end product, and that's the only issue I have with Murphy, especially at the moment, is very good when he got the ball, but he doesn't look up. There's no looking up to see if there's someone else there. And that annoyed the crap out of me. That really does annoy me crap out because you can see it. You can see the players there ready to pass to, and he doesn't. So hopefully Josh Winder can do better than that. I think it'll be a good play to get in though. Like I said, at the minute it's sounding like Rose isn't going. If the rumours are true, the outgoings are not happening. But I have seen some people turning around and saying, deal done for Windass apparently from Wigan, loan, no swap. So it sounds like we are keeping Rhodes then. This has been not confirmed by the club. This is confirmed by Alan Nixon, the Sun reporter, but as much as people have a go at him, he's normally spot on with what he says. He's normally spot on. He normally gets it bang on. So if this is the case, this is fantastic. Assuming there are no hitchers, Conor Wickle and Josh Windass will shortly be confirmed as Wednesday players. Wickham and Windass will not be able to be eligible tomorrow against Millwall. All the paperwork would have to have been submitted by noon today. We knew that already. We already knew that. We knew that anyone we signed after noon would not going to be in. But it sounds like it's all done and dusted. We're just waiting for official confirmation. Windass confirmed, just seen him walking across the bridge with a Wednesday range of pre-season half and half guy. I went to Wigan, 2-1 down, Rowe put in a shit. Rowe, the thing is, Rowe did look decent at times, and this is the thing, he did put a shift in, just does not the goals there that we need. Be interested to see what the crew's going to be like for us. Looks like he can cover in 4 positions. Yeah, it's an interesting one, the crew, because he can cover 4 positions, but it sounds like he's going to be used more of a striker, which confuses me because that means we've got Newhugh, Winnall, Rhodes, Fez, Fletcher when fit, the Crews, Wickham. That's 7 strikers there again. And we had this last time. Where we were loads of different positions, a load of strikers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I am very much looking forward to see what happens. And someone's just on Twitter had an interesting one, and it's a good shout actually. So Kai Sung Young has left Newcastle. He's now a free agent. So it's a free agent, and he played for Monk before. Could he possibly be coming to the club in midfield as well? It would be interesting to see what happens there. I don't think Fortier... Well, we can't, really. Fortier is just probably going to be let go at the end of the season because he's got no contract. His contract is up at the end of the season. So it could be that we actually... because we're not going to make any money on. And I kind of absolutely love the fact that people have said this, and I've said this to someone before. Well, he may be in the stream. If he is, it's funny that Chansiri's son seemed to be the kingmaker when it comes to our signing, because you kind of know a deal going to be going properly because he suddenly started following them on Instagram before the deal's been announced. But the problem is we won't make any money on Fortieri. Fortieri we're not going to make any money on him because he's out of contract at the end of the season. No club going to come in for him now. Fortieri will lead the club like we have done a lot of the times with players out of a free agent and looking for a new club. This has been one of my biggest bugbears with Wednesday over the last couple of seasons. that we have been dreadful at not letting players go because Chansiri sees them as family, kind of thing. He sees them as being part of the Wednesday family. So it doesn't happen. And this is the problem. He's got to start thinking that Wednesday are a football business and not a actual business in that sense. 3:15. Welcome, Johnson. Head to the official site for more. 0 call from 2 from Watford from after night. I'll tell Wednesday way. So Fortieri situation is an interesting one because on his day is a game changer. On his day is a game changer, but we haven't seen enough of it. We've not seen enough of him as late. The interesting thing I got is that this is Connor Wickham's third loan spell at the club. So he obviously loved coming in and he loved playing it. He must obviously... right. So it's an interesting one in that sense because he does like being at the club. Yet we can never afford him. Let's have a look. We are signing over 25-year-old players and older. We need younger players. But at the minute, the loans. So in theory, they're end of season loans. So they're not actually going to be players that are going to be here in the future. Kind of thing. De Cruz is 22. We signed the young lad Manuel, who is 21, I think, or 22. We are in the process of signing young players. They're all going into the development squad, ready to come up. If you look at Hunt is starting to make a run in the team. You've got Big O, he's starting to make a run in the team. I think what you're going to see from Wednesday in the next couple of next season, you're going to see a mixture of youth and experience put in. But when I say experience, it can be like the 25, 26 age group of the experience, not over the hill age group, if that makes sense. We are going to bring that squad number down because it needs to come down. We are going to change how we do a lot of things. You can already see what Monkey's doing. He's already changing things. Things are already being changed, and like this is going to be confirmed soon. Hopefully, hurry up, Wednesday. I want it confirmed because as soon as it's confirmed, the better. As soon as it's confirmed, I'm going to put it on the SD drive. But yeah, so it's very interesting what Monkey's trying to do. He is trying to get the age of the group down. And like I said earlier, you might not have been in the stream when I was here. He's going to get this sorted. What? Wait, when did that get? Wait. Twat bag. So I just retweeted something from the 31st of January 2019. I thought it was actually us. Thought it was actually official something now. Bannon's not overrated. The problem with Bannon at the moment is a player who probably going to see out. I think he'll see the rest of his career out at Wednesday. I think once he's done at Wednesday, he'll either go back up to Scotland for a bit or go to another team that he's been to before, like Blackpool or something like that. The problem with Bannon, he's playing way too deep at the moment. He's playing far too deep. And the other problem with Bannon, with him having captaincy, he does tend to run his mouth a bit, which is fair enough, he's allowed to, but because of that, it does cause a problem, and that then trickles down to other players. a captain, you really want to be turning around and say, look, I will go speak to the referee. You lot go away. Show a better example. That's the word I'm looking for. Alex Hunt is good. Alex Hunt is a very good player, and he'll be good once we get it all sorted. But these kind of players, instead of doing what Josh Lukai did, and instead of slowly bedding them, throwing them all in at the deep end, we got to slowly put them in bit by bit. Like we've done that already. We put Hunt in. We put Big O in. I would work with other Wednesday channels. I'd love to. No one's ever come to me about it though. I'd never been approached. It seems like it's always Brad. Brad always seems to get approached a lot. Guy side and stuff, but never been approached. But would love to do it. I have sometimes had it. Be a good signing. I've heard of him. Why have I heard of him? Thought he was a bloody bodybuilder. But it will be interesting to see what we do next, kind of thing. It will be good to see what we do next, because at the end of the day, we are a team that needs changes soon. Apology for that. Oh, come on. Get this done. Come on, Wednesday, get it done. I'm bored. That's where you're wrong. That is where you're wrong. We do have the money. We do have money. We do have money. We're just not allowed to spend it. That's where where a lot of people are getting it wrong. Chansiri does have money. He just can't spend it. Like, the problem is, Chansiri brought us in the wrong period of football for us. If we wanted an owner where he could spend money, we should have done it when Dave Jones was appointed a manager, and we just gone up, kind of thing. Wait, what the hell? Fuck contract. No, right, okay. Yeah. How can a transfer be confirmed who lives in China and isn't even in the country before Wickham? Mental, that, innit? Now, we do have money. We just can't spend it. We're not allowed to spend it due to the EFL rules and everything else we may have broke. There is money there. You just can't spend it. You can't touch it. That's the problem. Like I said, if he came when we got promoted from League One, would be a completely different story. And I mean, second time. Who do you think Monk will want shot of ASAP? We know he wants to battles and not bottlers, just like our fans. That's the problem. The people we want to go, due to whatever reason, and then there's people he wants to go. Because I personally think he's going to be a manager that's going to turn around and say we keep Athenue. I personally think that's not a bad idea for someone to come off the bench. I think he could turn around and tell Reap to go. I think he may turn around and tell Hutch he's done. I think he may turn around and say Tom Lees will go. I think he'll turn around and say, what's he called? He may even turn around and say Harry to go. I'm not sure. Do you think we wasted money on Winnall? Rhodes, 100% yes. Winnall, not so much. I think if we didn't buy Rhodes, Winnall would have been a lot better. Because he would have been seen as the main man. And the problem is when Winnall came in, he was the main man. Rhodes on the... How come Man United can complete their signing before we have and he's not even here? Man United have completed the loan deal of their player. Yet we haven't. Fuck's sake. That just takes the piss. That really just takes the piss. That done my head in, actually. Let's see what Golper just said. Oh, mute sound, because they'll claim it. So yeah, it was those interesting. I think Winnall would have been a lot better if it was just him coming in. I think Rowe coming on knackered it completely. It completely and utterly knackered it with everything. So there's not a lot you can do there. It did completely knacker it. Yeah, it's just the EFL stopping us. It is literally the EFL that is stopping the whole works. And this is the thing. But if we have actually broken the rules, then fair enough. I'll admit it. I'll go, yeah, we've broken rules and stuff. But the problem I got is that how can we have broke the rules when the EFL signed off on it? They turned around and said they signed the paperwork saying everything was fine. So it's like they didn't check it. So yeah, it will be interesting. Yeah, but it is just the FL stopping us now, and a little bit the club, because we're not being smart and putting players out or selling players, because we do seem to have a habit of stockpiling players, and we need to stop doing that. Yeah, Iorfa was a great deal. I think Iorfa could be one of the players in a couple of years' time. Maybe 2 years' time, depending on where we are, we could make a lot of money on him. But I like us to start making money on people because we need to do that. We need to start making money on players. Oh, come on, Wendy. Pull your fingers out and just show this picture. Problem is, Wendy want to... Done deal. Sheffield Wednesday has secured the loan signing of Crystal Palace striker Connor Wickham until the end of the season. It's a done deal. The deal is done. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, thank God that one's done. Let me go and grab that. Go back into OBS. That's now saved. That's now thumbnail. Fan-fucking-tastic. That is done. Oh, fuck's sake. That's one in. Now get the other fucker done. Oh, fuck's sake. Right, great. That's that one done. Is it in the Wednesday website yet? Have we got it up? Let's have a look. I knew it was confirmed Wickham first. Connor Wickham completes loan deal. That would be a bad loan, actually, Curtis Jones. He turns. I'm actually looking forward to hearing the interview with Wickham. Kind of thing. I really want to hear the interview with Wickham. And this is the thing. I really want us, if he does well again, I kind of really want us to turn around and go, let's put the boat out and try and get him. Because this is his third loan spell. He obviously loved playing at Wednesday. So, it frustrates me. I don't want it to turn into one of these signings that a couple of seasons down the line, we turn around and go, oh, wow. Motherwell has signed Roland Arons from Newcastle. Jesus. There we go. That's the tweet we all want to see. You took your sodding time. Elfie Howl. With his little boy's shirt. With Wickham's little boy. This is... Yeah, I've seen that as well. I have seen that it's not a swap, which is interesting. But like I said, if Wickham can stay fit, he's a class signing. He's a class signing. And the thing with Wickham, it was his choice. It was his choice to come to Wednesday. Not Palace's, his. Because his future father-in-law is a Wednesdayite. His fiancée is a Wednesdayite. And there's a lovely picture of his future father-in-law holding his grandson, aka Wickham's son, with Wickham 29 on the back. It's a lovely photograph. It's great that it's gone through. It is fantastic that it's gone through, and I'm really happy for this. Billy, you little shit. And I wonder how long you'd have to keep that quiet for. Let's not say I've missed some stuff. Yeah, I've seen that it's not a thingy. I know I said it before, but I really hope Bo gets it. To be fair, I think he deserves it. I really think he wants to have a chance. Really, I seriously think a chance would be nice. He deserves it. I think he's another one who's going to be out of contract next season as well. I'm so happy that he's back. He does love being at Wednesday. So Wickham confirmed, thank God. Right, that's one done. Let's get the last one done. So, I'm intrigued now, kind of thing. How long are we going to take to do the Windass one now then? I want to hear the interview with Wickham. I want to hear what's said. I really do. I've never seen a player smile like that on transfer deadline day. Oh, he's so happy to be back at Wednesday. Can tell. And probably the Wickham one, I have literally been checking his Instagram. Woo! Right, I will probably try and do the Windass one, but I think I might have to jump off, make this video, and do Windass. No, he's not. DC isn't Chinese, he's Thai. Don't change, no. He's Thai. Don't say he's Chinese. You call a Chinese a Thai man a Chinese man, you know about it. Put it that way. Yes, And to be fair, I'm old school. I like 4-4-2, but 5-3-2 does work. But we've got to rely on win back getting back, and they've got to be speedy. I think that should be us going up. I can't say that road to glory. I can't actually say anything on that because when you look at how we've been as late, we've not been great, and we don't have good January transfer windows. We not January transfer windows. We don't have good January windows. I said window. January in the season, so it'll be interesting. Probably announced that fucking better not be. It's going to be it's going to be a late deal sheet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I potentially end the stream and go make this video? Right, I'm going to end the stream, but I might come back on and do another live stream, but I'll see. So I'm going to end it here, and I may start another once I've done the Wickham video, and I'll start editing it. See you in a minute.